Hi, my name is Lauren Eckelmeyer, and I'm in Professor Lyndon Isenhour's class on Management 202, Business Communications. And today I'm going to be talking to you about AT&T. Oh no. Hold on. Hello? Hey, I'm in the middle of a speech. Can I please call you back? Great, thanks. Sorry everyone, but chances are high you have a phone carrier like AT&T. And again, I'm going to be talking to you about AT&T. A little overview of AT&T. It's one of the largest American-based multinational telecommunications corporation in the world. And some of its services that AT&T does for their consumers is mobile and fixed home telephone services, and the second is broadband internet, and the third is IP-based television. Some of their leading competitors are Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile. Now, T-Mobile telephone service industry has been changing over time because of the rapid increase of technology, so there's an increased demand for faster and more widespread internet services like smartphones. So today I'm going to touch base with you guys on two external influence factors, and one is government regulation with AT&T and T-Mobile's acquisition, and the second is going to be consumer demand for 2G all the way up to 4G. Okay, so government regulation. T-Mobile started this acquisition with AT&T in March of 2011, and normally AT&T abides by FCC regulations, and they communicate with the government to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to. Now, the government also regulates and influences wireless companies to build telephone lines and cell phone towers, and like train infrastructures are developed for merger approval, and it just depends on taxes and what is regulated with the government. So we are the only country that does this. So okay, T-Mobile merged, and well, what happened was AT&T merged with T-Mobile, or they were discussing this in March 2011, and the deal cost $39 billion, and it was going to be about 43% of the market share that AT&T would then own, and this would gain them 3.7 million more customers. And as you can see on the graph, this raised a lot of questions if AT&T would have too large of a share in the market, and AT&T announced that that no, it wouldn't be. It would help everyone, and it would gain more of a 4G coverage with more benefits to customers because of this merger. Now, NAACP and Sierra Club supported this merger and said that AT&T would be great for them because it would help them with the social skills, environment, and labor standards within this company. The state government hoped that AT&T could spread 4G coverage to rural areas and less prosperous urban communities, and so that is why it would bring about another plus factor was that 95% of U.S. population would benefit them, and when I say benefit, it would have created 96,000 U.S. jobs. And because of the economy, this is such a great it would be great for people to gain jobs. But of course, there was red flags raised. It seemed to be unethical, and it seemed like AT&T was wanting to be a monopolization, and this just couldn't happen. So the reason why it just couldn't happen was because prices would increase, concerns that the competition, AT&T would have less competition. They would outbeat Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint, and of course T-Mobile would then end up becoming AT&T. let's see. So, as a result, November of 2011, the Department of Justice filed a lawsuit against AT&T and the merger with T-Mobile, and the lawsuit would have forced companies to give private information, about their internal affairs, which AT&T and many other companies wouldn't want to do. So they had to stop this merger, and just recently they have negotiated and tried continuing this merger between AT&T and T-Mobile. We still don't know what's going to happen, but just wait and see, and maybe they might merge, but that's just kind of a concern with all those regulations. Now I'm going to be talking to you about consumer demand. With consumer demand, there's a lot of demand with the increase of 4G broadband internet, and due to the constant upgrading of speed, AT&T has decided to discontinue 2G internet by the year of 2017. And this is a great benefit to the company and to many consumers because it frees up more frequency space. And the downside is that about 12% of AT&T customers use 2G, and out of that, that's about 8.4 billion will be affected by this change. And this could actually lose customers who don't, want 4G, because they've stated from other cell phone companies that Verizon and Sprint are, willing to actually keep the 2G. And 2G's been around since 1990, and so that's a downside to this whole idea that AT&T wants to move forward. And so, because of this downside, they need to look at other things to build the company up, and that's why Ralph de la Vega, he's a CEO of the company, wanted to go where the innovation is, and he decided to work with key companies such as a location in California, a location in Texas, and an outside location in Tel Aviv, Israel. And because of this, the demand for 4G has prompted AT&T to develop new broadband internet technologies, like I've already said, and achieved this by phasing out 2G hopefully soon. And this is all due to the help with these small companies helping to develop this infrastructure for AT&T. So overall, we've talked about government regulation and how the government stopped the future of AT&T merging with T-Mobile, and there's some plus sides and negative sides to this. And because of what happened, there was still a consumer demand of 4G, and that is why, AT&T found new innovations to increase that speed by investing in these small companies and going elsewhere than the actual location of their company, which is not in those states. And due to their innovation and their willingness to grow, AT&T will hopefully look successful in the future and be one of those leading competitors in this industry. Thank you.